Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Me and James are in this eyesore of a tower again, and we're about to... It's nighttime, so are we about to go to bed?
Yep, we're gonna go to bed. Oh, hey. Because it's grape.
They think they're clever.
Yeah. Also, we were all like, oh, this area is so much better because it's so much more spacious because it's a hexagon. Well, no, it isn't, because they have this stupid keep out tape here.
What? The corner of the room?
It's just the corner of the... Really, guys? Really?
Watch out, I may have dropped the contact lens there.
Oh man. So can we go up here? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Can't. Answer is no. Lounge. The deluxe rooms. Well, we aren't going in there. Oh, right. Whoops. After getting all of them wrong, we finally, by process of elimination, have found our room.
No, I think we should check the other ones just in case.
Oh, you have a good point. We didn't check the other deluxe room.
Surprisingly shabby guest room. It's a little cold in here, and the draft coming from the door is making me hungry. What?
Again, Wait, what?
The draft is coming from the door is making me hungry. How does that work?
How does the draft make you... Also, I like how we taped over the broken TV screen. Yeah, like, that's gonna fix it. Also, if it's making you hungry, why not use the standard room? Because it's like no one's using it, and you were weird for choosing the... I mean, I guess you wanted to keep it even with Akane, but also, like, one, she said she didn't care. Two, the other girls are sleeping in the deluxe rooms. So there's really nothing to feel, like, guilty about by choosing the average room instead of the crap room.
Also,
Right.
It's raining in here?
Oh my god, it is! Oh! Or maybe it's just, like, really bad paint job. Because you can see down near the ground, it's, like, worn away. I think. Either that or it's been, like, scratched by 50 cats
Wolverine.
in unison. Like, all perfectly even claw widths apart, like, crossing a grid, or I don't know. Anyway.
I shouldn't be talking like that. For now, I need to endure it no matter what. No matter what happens, I will definitely prevent a killing from happening. Yep.
Yeah, sure you are. Sure you are. Yeah, sure you are, buddy. Keep thinking that, man. It makes the despair all the more delicious.
I won't let that fucking bear get what he wants.
Oh, so sure of that, are you?
Yes.
Okay, then. We'll see how that turns out for you.
Not to
Anyway.
me. Not to me. I'm not skilled enough. I'm calling for a Deus Ex Machina, and now you're speaking Morse code.
Yes. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Something tells me you're gonna have to Google this.
I probably am gonna have...
To tell you the truth, I'm out of ideas.
Did you hear the voice line?
yeah, I did.
Oh, that's great. This concludes the Monokuma Theater Morse Code Edition.
Please end right after this.
You know what? In post production, I'm gonna actually go ahead and translate that. But I just, well, let's see. Can I look at the? Oh, I can. You know what? I'm gonna translate that right now.
Okay.
Why the heck not? All right, Morse code.
Okay, while he's doing that, here it is on the screen, slowly coming up word by word, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, let's see. So it is. Let me move I gotta move the game window over here.
I mean, the text already finished, dude.
I know. I have the transcript pulled up. So dash dot space dot slash dot space dot dash space dot dash dot. Be sure.
Make sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Ovaltine. I was gonna say dash dot dash dot dash dash. It's
Does it actually say drink your
dash
Ovaltine?
dash dot dash 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 dot dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dot dash 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 dot dash dash dot dot dash dot dot.
2 weeks
Oh
later.
my fucking god. Game. Be sure to drink your Kumatine. Thank you. Thank you.
Wrap that
Danganronpa
up for
2.
the super. Wrap that up for the super cut of us guessing the joke before it happens.
Yeah, there we go. Be sure to drink your Kumatine. Very. You know what? Well played. Well played. I approve of that reference.
Son of a bitch.
Well done. All right. Thank you, game. I wonder what that was like in the Japanese version, actually, now that I think about it. Because I don't actually know if Morse code, how Morse code works in other languages, or if it even works in other languages at all.
It worked in Parasite, if you've seen that movie.
I have not, actually. That was the Korean movie, yes?
Yes.
Okay. No, I have not seen it. I've heard of it, but I have nothing about it.
It is amazing. I highly recommend it.
I heard it won lots of awards, so I would hope it is fantastic. I'm just not a big movie guy myself. I'm very much not a movie guy. But
I'll turn you into one. Don't worry.
all right, welcome next time on GameCola. Welcome to the GameCola. Welcome to Movie Cola.
I said just you, not the site. It's not that easy. Run that by Joe. See how that works.
All right, yeah, sure. I'm sure that'll. We're just gonna change to Media Cola.
Oh boy. Morning already?
Welcome to Comic Cola.
Alright. Now that there are no Monokuma announcements, I don't feel like my usual self anymore. There should be a clock in the lounge. I should head over to see what time it is.
I vote to not do that because then the UI matches our surroundings very nicely. Oh, nice. The signs are up.
Thanks. Sonya said people do that, right?
Yep. I didn't mean to click there. Lounge clock.
Oh, that was weird. Let's see, the time is... Objection.
Wow, very punctual.
It's later than I'm used to waking up, but I guess it still counts as morning. Now then, what should I do? Free time? Damn it. In this kind of situation, panicking will accomplish nothing. So I called 911 on the strawberry phone.
Except it has no numbers on it.
Not for long. I'll write them myself.
Yeah. All on the same button.
I should find someone to talk to, or it might be a good idea just to stay in my room and conserve my energy.
Free time. All right. First thing we're going to do is back out, and we're going to find those two hidden Monokumas. First one is in here. Whoa.
Okay, this is even more of an eyesore than the crummy room.
Yep. It should, oh, it might be on the other, it actually might not be in Grape House. I wonder if it's in,
Strawberry?
Yeah. Let me just double check that. Yep, standard room in Strawberry House. My bad. But the meantime, we do have... We haven't checked up here yet, and I believe this is the Monokuma Archive, I want to say? Yes, indeed. Did you see a Oh, there you go. It's like, I was like, did you... Ain't nothing to see here, I guess. Let's check out the Monokuma Archive! Whoa! Alright, that was kind of a cool room transition, actually. The it was like kind of like a
So this is the Monokuma Archive that Nakito was telling me about. It's as ugly as I thought it would be. Apparently, there are no clues that might be useful for escaping this place, but
I don't trust Nagito.
in the future, it may be necessary to know about the enemy. I'm guaranteed to tell you nothing.
Yep. So the, let's see, which one is it? It is... Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Are you serious?
That was well hidden, actually.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh, we got a lot of bookshelves. Documents.
This book here is deep stories that really happened and will probably make you cry. All 1,000 volumes of That Love by Monokuma. I should pretend I never saw this.
Oh, also, I'm sure you've seen, but in the background, old Monokuma Theater. Yeah. All right, what's the next bookshelf?
This bookshelf has worldwide bestseller, The 10 Killing Commandments, Monokuma's personal guide to success and happiness.
Whoop. I didn't mean to do that.
I don't care. Somehow I suppressed my urge to throw it on the floor and put it back on the bookshelf. Let's see, on this bookshelf, Monokuma's Cute Meaty Diary, Volume 1.
Meaty? Okay, then.
What is this? Is this Monokuma's diary? Has that guy been keeping a diary this whole time? It hasn't. I bet it has nothing to do with anything going on.
Greetings. I'm the Monokuma in charge of Monokuma. I'm the only one who looks good in a fresh salmon jacket. Anyway, it's still pretty recently, but I've made a tremendously huge discovery. And I shall share it with you guys, starting now. First, squat like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Then, put your hand behind your thighs. Then hold that position as you raise your thighs. If you keep raising higher and higher, don't you think you'd start floating higher and higher into the air? You would, right? Right? Isn't this amazing? Isn't this a revolutionary discovery that'll cause a reform in traffic laws? But I can't do it. I don't have thighs. Bummer.
Looks like there are still several volumes to this diary, but what should I do?
We're gonna read them.
No!
Yeah, we are. Come on, it's Fluff dialogue, and it's Monokuma Fluff dialogue. You know you want to.
You can read it. I'll be on Instagram.
All right, sounds good. You're bored anyway. Let's take a quick peek at it. Hey, man, what's up? Monokuma, a.k.a. Monokuma in the... Oh, God. Straight out of Danganronpa. I'm in Tokyo, just got here, yo. I'm the best, no contest. My business is such a success. I'm a psycho pop beefy cute little bear. Make me a t-shirt and watch me shake my derriere.
I think he's actually trying to get someone to kill themselves in here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd count as a murder. See, normally I would read this, but just, no, I will not subject. Well, that was...
No!
That was terrible. Alright, Volume 3. I would like to talk about how I became Monokuma. Back then, I was just a lowly salaryman who worked for a food company.
Shut up.
No, you! One day, when I was helping my lover Juliet conduct research on stuffed animals, I was attacked by assassins and sustained critical injuries, which drastically changed my appearance. From there, I received emergency surgery from Juliet and obtained a body made of cotton and metal. And that's how I obtained superhuman powers. And so, I became Super Monokuma and began my revenge against the assassins who attacked me. That's probably a reference to something.
Jesus, no.
I like power. I hate powerless idiots, even though I'm too familiar with them. I'm also loved by everyone today. Oh, by the way, this is Monokuma. Today, I shall tell you the circumstances leading up to my appearance in Danganronpa. I guess it all started around 1905. You might know it as the year Bloody Sunday occurred in St. Petersburg. My manager received an offer to appear in a game by a certain company. However, my manager was actually a salmon. Plus, she was on the verge of laying her eggs, so she was extremely busy. Because of that, she was only able to write a memo for the said offer from Game Company S. It's pretty impressive that a salmon could even write a memo. Anyway, I was able to instantly figure it out just by looking at the memo. My genius 100% cotton brain decided that this was an important offer that would change my life. A game company known as Company S. It's obviously that fearsome first-rate company that gets bashed online. You know, the four-sided one? I immediately put on some clothes and headed for Company S. However, even though it was called Company S, it wasn't actually the four-sided one. It was a company that's famous for lots of reasons called Spice Chunsoft. Spice Chinsoft? Space Chincraft? Oh well. Anyway, when I found out who they were, I felt so rejected that my strings started to fray. However, I'm a professional. I was touched by the producer's enthusiasm, aka cash, and I willingly consented to their offer. And that's how I ended up in Danganronpa. Danganronpa. Oops, doggone Ron Paul. Oh well. Anyways, punishment for making me misunderstand, I decided to eat my wife for dinner that night. Literally.
Yummy.
And ever since then, my eyes have been open to the tasty flavor of salmon. I need to know how far this rabbit hole goes, okay? We've started and I can't stop now. Volume 5. Yes, I've come this far. I can't stop now. Hello, I'm Monokuma. Today, I shall teach you the best way to arrange a meeting with me. I bet you guys want to see me so badly. You're like a bunch of dogs barking like crazy and stretching your leashes to their limit. So, first, you need to prepare your money. Ideally, you want to prepare around $88. Danganronpa 2 should cost about $44, including sales tax. Just like life, it's important to take any action with plenty of money in your hands. Next, head over to the nearest video game store and tell the staff member, I want to buy Danganronpa 2. Make sure you say it real loud so the other customers in the store hear you. I want to buy Danganronpa 2, starring the famously cute Monokuma. The staff will The staff will tenderly bring you the item, as if they're carrying a newborn infant. And if you just give them the money in exchange, you'll be able to splendidly obtain Danganronpa 2. But wait, don't rush. The game will be wrapped in clear plastic that you must rip open. That's right, rip off the plastic. The only person who has any right to rip off the plastic is the first person to buy it. Rip off the plastic gently, as if you're undressing a lover. Once you've finished with that, you should be able to take the game card out of the case, except it's not in a game card, it's a digital download because we're playing it on Steam, but remember this is made on the Vita, so... Anyway, all you have to do now is insert the game card into your PS Vita. We didn't even bother to change this text. But once again, don't rush. But after you take out the game card, you must intentionally break it in half. Why would I do something so crazy? Is what you might be wondering, but don't worry. The fact that you prepared more than enough money will be very useful here. You must immediately return to the video game store and yell loudly at the staff, please give me another copy of Danganronpa 2, starring the modern-day sex symbol Monokuma. If you follow these orders, you'll finally be able to meet me. Yep, wasn't that an amazing lecture? I haven't said anything impossible. Seriously. And also, shut up.
With this, I finished reading every volume of Monokuma's diary.
See, wasn't that worth it?
Bum, 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 bum.
Haha, you fall into my trap.
It took me a while, but now I feel this pleasant exhaustion, as if I accomplished something important. Yeah, right.
Oh, we didn't even get an achievement for that. I'm kind of bummed out. Whoa.
That was odd.
Did you what?
Yeah, I saw that. Next. That's the title of the spin-off, isn't it?
And no, it's not.
Oh.
There's no way, my little. Oh my god! I just noticed. Oh my god.
Wait. Sorry, I was looking at another screen. Hang on.
Oh, whoops. Here. Rapper Monokuma.
Oh, fuck off.
Alright.
Oh, no.
The massage fist. Excuse me, what? Why is this some famous Monokuma quote?
I rode on the rods beneath the observation car. Beneath the observation car? You shouldn't have to travel like that. Oh, I do. My doctor says I should always be on the observation. God damn it.
What? What?
These are just becoming nonsensical.
Yeah. Yay, we leveled up.
Was it worth it?
I don't know. What?
Someone else just walks into this room right now, and you're just gone Monokuma mad.
Yeah. Oh my god, it just keeps going.
I can't take this.
What the heck? Gorillo. What?
Oh my god.
These aren't even quotes, it's just a story now.
Localized like, alright, who the hell's gonna check every single one of these? Right, whatever. So they put in a old pitch for a game that never got made.
That's all for now. Bye now.
Shut up. Next. Damn it.
What the hell, game?
That was just...
What the? This is just... I mean, that's a good strategy, I guess.
I mean, not when we just know a secret now.
Yeah, I guess so. Good lord, how many does it go for? Why are you taking this game so serious? Oh my god. Well, I think we've seen enough. Actually, now that I think about it, can we warp anywhere? Kane's in her room. It's right, it is free time. The deluxe room. Sonia's down there. Strawberry House. Nagito's there. Fuyuhiko's there. Kazuichi's there. Gundam is there. Alright, real quick, we're gonna head to the lounge in the front room. And we're gonna check out Mekamaru's room. Hey, there he is.
The bed's still intact.
Yeah.
I knew you could do it.
No, you didn't. Ah, you're right, I was lying. So what were you saying is still intact?
The bed?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a decent bed. It's not a great one.
I know, but he's a fucking Terminator.
This is true. Alright. Who do we want to hang out with?
What's our let's see our progress with these characters, huh?
That's a good idea. Let's check our report card.
Nagito's still at 1.
Yeah, as he should be. Oh, it even changes Nekomaru's thing there. So we maxed out Chiaki. Dang, there are not a lot of people left. We have Sonya, Kazuichi, Gundam, Nagito, Fuyuhiko, and Akane. And Nekomaru. I actually don't know if we can hang out with Nekomaru, though.
I'll do it for you. Let's do, Gundam, yeah.
Yeah, Gundam.
I'll do it for you.
Appreciated. Gundam is awesome. Alright, yeah, there he is. He's right behind us. Whoop.
Oh, you get to see these rooms.
Yep.
Okay. Gundam's still asleep.
You fiend.
Aren't you mistaking which door to knock? I'm not God, you know. Can I even hang out with someone like Gundam? You're darn right we can. Oh, it just occurred to me, we don't have access to the Monoyano machine.
Oh.
Fine.
So I sure hope we have, I'm sure we probably have something.
Yeah,
if we don't, we can always head back to the, I can just reload our save and we can jump to the title screen. We can do it from there.
Okay.
I guess I'll listen to your foolish talk. You'd better be grateful.
I spent some time with Gundam today.
Alright, definitely. We have...
A lot.
Sunflower
rat.
seeds, gotta be that. Great work, my servant.
I
It is-
instantly regret this.
Excellent, that's just what I was going for. It is said 5 valuable assets exist in the world. You have my gratitude for discovering one of them. I thank you.
I can see it!
Don't get any closer. I already know what you're thinking.
What do you even know that I don't... Wait, what? What do you know that even I don't know? No, there we go.
So you have appeared.
Now then, summon your familiar.
Persona!
Whoa, that is very good. Excellent. Well, now let me show you mine. Come.
No!
Just it's like a giant hamster.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like a super butt. It's not even a persona, it's a stand.
No, I don't have anything like that.
You fiend.
You've come challenging me many times. I thought you finally obtained at least one familiar. Just as I thought. You were just a mere human, and a strange one at that.
Despite what he's saying, Gundam doesn't seem all that annoyed. Is he opening up to me a little?
How pitiful.
However, you probably don't understand how pointless this place is for a demon beast tamer.
Now that you mention it, even though this is a tropical island, I don't really see any wild animals.
Fine.
If this place really was a normal tropical island, I wouldn't have time to talk to you so freely. Many beasts inhabit the thick forests. There may even be rare species that only exist in this land. Thinking about it makes me tingle.
He's smiling right now. Huh. I seem to recall seeing a cow at the ranch.
That used to be a chicken.
Let me tell you this.
I'm not interested in some domesticated animal.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Fall, my tears.
After all, I cannot look at it without feeling pity.
What? That's a bit unexpected.
How
Not really.
Such creatures are born to be eaten by humans. Even if I had the all-seeing eye, I couldn't change that fate. Thus, I try not to involve myself with livestock. It would bring a calamity onto my mind, after all.
Gundam understands the feelings of animals, so this must be a complicated subject for him.
This body is uncooperative.
I appear to be getting oddly sentimental since I haven't encountered any new demon beasts. I've tamed various creatures such as the Cerberus, the Phoenix, and even the Midgard serpent.
Probably means dogs, birds, and lizards. You say tamed, what exactly does that entail? I hate that.
Whoa. I guess it's fine to tell a mere human. I don't believe that you'll get in my way.
Listen well.
Basically, you must say, good girl, good girl.
Even when they're male?
I didn't say that necessarily, but they are typically... You must repeatedly speak to them and make sure they understand that there is no ill will on our end. In order to do that, you need to appear innocent.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Of course, there are some who like to be touched, and some that don't. Same with humans, really. It's better if you keep these basics down.
It appears you cannot escape.
Afterward, as long as you spend a long time together, you'll eventually start to hear your partner's words.
Pretty sure that only happens to ultimate breeders. But Gundam seems different from usual when he talks about animals. Somehow his face seems gentler. I just really love animals. Well, yeah, no kidding.
Now then, I wonder if there are evil demon beasts that will rile me up on this island somewhere. Monokuma... Oh.
Monokuma and Monokuma are sort of shaped like animals.
I renounce you!
They are no good. Yes, they are no good. Anything that can talk will eventually betray you. Again, much the same with humans. Wait. And most importantly, they aren't cute.
I agree. They just pop up out of nowhere. Fuck you!
Monokuma's just like, screw you! I'm plenty cute. That's why I'm the mascot.
But I don't plan to betray you at all.
Now, Monami, on the other hand... Such exaggerations coming from a mere human like you. However, that's a nice line.
I'm gonna kill you later.
Indeed.
Gundam left the area with a different smile on his face than usual.
He's probably gonna murder someone.
Yeah. Hope we'll be able to understand each other, even if it's just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, obtained a hope fragment.
Hell yeah, brother. After seeing Gundam walk away, I left the area. I had a sudden urge to go back to the Monokuma exhibit.
Yeah. All right, welcome back. Free time.
Hey, Chiaki, how's it going? Sorry, I'm thinking about stuff. Let's play after we get out of here.
Well, that's all right. We've already maxed you out, so you can take all the time you need to think. All right, who's next? We have, well, Chiaki, but we can't hang out with her. Sonya's up here on the 3rd floor. Kazuichi's on the 1st floor. Gundam is on the 3rd floor of Strawberry House. Akane and Nekomaru are in the lounge of Strawberry House, and Fuyuhiko is here.
Thinking either Fuyuhiko or Sonia.
Your call. They're both pretty good.
We haven't done Fuyuhiko at all because
You're
he's
right,
been MIA for most of the game.
Yeah. So that's we actually have only been able to hang out with him since he got his eye patch, actually.
Yo.
I love that. What happened, Hajime? Don't waste your energy wandering around.
Alright, now let me real quick check his. Go to Fuyuhiko. Alright, we are gonna.
If we have a gun, I think he'll enjoy that.
Alright, free time events. Yeah, you can literally only start hanging out with him this chapter, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is the first time we are able to hang out with him.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I guess let's go back to Sony.
Wow, he only loves 2 items.
Really? Do we have set items?
That is a good question. He likes Antique Doll and Stardust. Let's see who else is around.
Vaguely remember Stardust?
So it's items 71 and 81. Sweet, we have Antique Doll and Stardust.
Oh, hell yeah.
Check the description.
Is one stronger than the other?
No.
Okay.
Despite its name, it's actually made from the shell of a small sea creature. Alright, well, let's do it.
Yo. Damn right.
Hey, well, I guess it's not so bad talking to you once in a while. Spend time today talking to Fuyuhiko about various things. Looks like Fuyuhiko and I grew a little closer.
Definitely.
Sure.
Well, actually, we might not have needed to because it's the first time, but just in case. Interesting. All right.
What'd you say?
Oh, wow, he has that might be a unique response, because he only likes 2. I wonder if they have individual responses.
Are you seriously okay with that? I mean, do you have any idea what this thing is worth? Man, I don't know what to say. I never thought I'd get something so amazing at a place like this.
Huh.
Watch me, I'll never forget this fate. Aww.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. So how's the wound in your stomach doing? And, you know, I'd like to know how is seeing with one eye. He's just not subtle about it at all.
Yeah. Alright, give me 1 second. Shoot, where is it? Okay. Wait. Okay. Sorry, I have to keep checking on the recording.
I thought you'd say that. You must have enormously strong willpower to actually slice open your own stomach like that.
I mean, he's a yakuza. He's a yakuza.
And again,
yes. There we go.
And again, you are the ultimate yakuza. I just have yakuza blood in my veins. There's nothing strong about that. No, I did some thinking about this when I was in the hospital. Like, maybe this is all a dream. A dream, huh? How great would that be? Ah, sorry. Obviously, you'd be thinking about that more than I would.
Well.
It's not true. I've seen plenty of people die up until now. And as long as I'm burdened with the Kazuryu name, I'll always be dealing with the mountain of bodies.
Jeez.
It's an uplifting conversation we're having, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did you expect from a yakuza?
But you guys aren't like me. sick joke just to see students who live honest lives bumping each other off like this. This guy has always known violence and death. See, he's used to it.
Huh.
Are you scared to talk to me? I mean, I came up to you, didn't I?
Jeez.
I don't need to hide it. I'm used to being treated with caution by everyone.
Hey.
The world's a barbaric place, especially my world. Everyone I know tries to settle things with violence. You guys have different values than I do. My old man likes to say, predators are always stronger than their prey. He's a hothead. Even if it's just a minor argument, he'll come at you with everything he's got. And when him and my mom fight, she seriously tries to kill him.
God damn.
Being a Yakuza means you can even kill the man you love to get your point across.
Huh.
I've been hearing stuff like that since before I was old enough to understand what's going on around me. It's a pretty outrageous home life. The worlds we both live in couldn't be more different.
Like...
There are a few times where I nearly got killed in the aftermath of my parents' fights.
Yikes.
But whenever something like that happened, Pekka was always there by my side. I'm sorry I made you remember something so painful.
Huh?
What? You don't need to apologize for that, you strange bastard. But still, I'm the rightful successor to the Kuzuryu clan? Kuzuryu clan. I don't get overwhelmed very easily. By the time I was in 2nd grade, I didn't even cry if I lost a fight. I see, good for you.
Hey, bastard!
I mean, don't treat me like a kid. I don't really know what else to say. Anyway, it's not much, but I'm starting to get to know Fuyuhiko a little better.
Yeah.
Hey. After talking to Fuyuhiko about some other things, I parted ways with him and returned to my room. It should be time for me to move around more freely. Jesus Christ!
Wow, 3 free time events in a single day? What? Dang.
Your turn.
Alright, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick. Also, we're almost gonna have to start overwriting previous save files here at this point. Look at that, man. We started playing this game over a year and 2 months ago. A year and 2.5 months ago. Goodness gracious. That's pretty crazy. Alright, anyway, we're gonna head to the main menu.
Danganronpa.
You know what? Interesting. So we actually, Huh. That's interesting, though, that we can't, we can only buy certain things. Alright.
That's gonna take a while, so let's not. We still got one more for Fuyuhiko. So, who do you want to hang out with? Fuyuhiko again, Sonia?
It's your turn.
My turn? Alright, let's see, Akane, Kazuichi, Nagito. Let's hang out with Sonia. Check what items she likes. We have Sonia. Never mind. Okay. Oh, she likes several items. Number 11, 21, 74, 86. 11, 21, 74, 86. All right.
Starting to feel somewhat dizzy. Just say, not the wallpaper color is dreadful.
Mm-hmm.
And let's take a little break. Oh, let us take a little break. Spent time talking to Sonia in the indoor park. Probably don't deserve it, but it looks like Sonia and I grew a little closer.
Dang.
Yeah, modest much?
I'm just gonna do this, just so that way it gets rid of the
new.
because then I can actually see the number.
Yeah, that's a really weird design.
I have to press this one by one, by the way.
Oh.
Ah.
All right. Should be all of them. Okay.
Yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing!
She's like, wait, you had food this whole time?
Yeah, I do. I have like 70,000 different food items. We're secretly just planning to let everyone else starve to death, and then we survive.
Everyone's starving to death. We have like 5,000 like pastries in our back pocket.
You know, that didn't even occur to me.
Damn, where are we gonna find some food?
Maybe it's like freeze dried or like vacuum sealed or something, or it's like
still food.
Yeah, it is very much still food.
Okay, that was a weird sound effect. Thank you very much, Hajime. I'm truly happy. Whatever that is. By the way, you're really good with words.
Of course!
Of course, I've done much studying after all. You speak very fluently.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not know how many times I have seen I will what? Okay. When I arrived in Japan, the first thing I did was run across the Spain soccer. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about.
Me neither.
I see. I don't really understand them.
That basically sums up the...
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth. In my opinion, I believe the best Japanese dramas were
Well?
the ones aimed at women between the ages of 20 and 34, just before Japan's economic bubble burst. Tremendous energy and quality entertainment was truly at its zenith during this period.
So that was probably in the mid to late 80s, actually, that they're referring to. That's actually well, at least if Yakuza 0 is to be believed, and other stuff like that. Around the mid to late 80s, like Japan was like business was booming in every sense of the word. It was crazy money.
Money. I see.
So, but then what brought that down is they implemented sales tax, and that kind of like changed. It was such a massive change to the way that their economy. So there was no sales tax before that. So they implemented sales tax and a few other things, and I believe that just huge economic upheaval just completely changed to the way that things were working.
It's no use. I can't keep up with what she's saying at all. What the heck does she mean by bubble?
Exactly what I explained.
That's the word? That's the word?
Yeah.
Like all entertainment, Japanese dramas heavily reference their native culture. Because of this, slang expressions were often used, so there are some things foreigners may not understand. Hajime, if you're willing, would you train me? Train? Of course. I can teach you some things I understand, but... Thank you very much. So, for example... The levers... Okay. The levers going... No.
Now, okay, the technical term for that, cannot be said on live television.
Well, that's not really a ritual. It's, how should I put it? It's more like a cliche. Sorry, is that so? I sort of thought it was something that's known in my country as Makongo. Makongo. Oh, it's Makongo, alright?
It's actually known as the Horizontal Tango.
Is it a tradition in my country? It is a tradition in my country. According to tradition, lovers cannot become one until they show each other the Makongos they have. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's what the kids are calling it these days.
Yeah.
What is Makongo anyway?
Just out of sheer curiosity. Alright, it is entirely, Oh, interesting. It's an...
The hell?
It's an
Wait.
animal native to the Novoselic region.
A second.
Huh?
It's a... I mean, unless the Danganronpa wiki was just, like, BSing to me or something, like...
Is it really that embarrassing? It seems the Novoselic Kingdom is filled with more mysteries than I thought. Sorry about that, I'm trying to read 240p text.
Is it still, like...
It's better now, because
Okay.
it's black. After having an awkward conversation with Sonia, I returned to my room.
Yeah, this whole, like, room is gonna, like, really screw with the stream, with the video compression. Excuse me. I did not fill up my water before doing this, so all that talking as Monokuma early on did a number. But I think I'm still good. Give me a sec. Still have a little bit. Much better. Okay. Yeah, luckily I think I'm recording these videos in a high enough quality it should be okay. At least until YouTube gets to it. When YouTube gets to it, who knows what it's gonna do.
What time is it right now? 9:01 a.m.
AM. What?
It's already 10 p.m.
Dang, we still have free time.
Just I thought, I can't get a sense of what time it is when there are no windows or Monokuma announcements. Still a little early, but I should go back to my room. Alright.
Alright.
I'm trying to do my very best not to worry, but even I have my limits. I'm hungry.
Oh, I heard that!
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, are you whining already? It's only your second day! It's so jeez of you to do this that all I can say is jeez.
Viva killing!
You should just stop being stubborn. Hurry up and start the killing already.
Kill you?
That would be against school rules, and that would mean I could kill you.
You can't kill me if you're already dead.
I have copies.
Can't kill me if they're already dead.
Uh-huh, and how you gonna do that, buddy?
I'm Batman.
Sorry about that, then. Just carry on. Right this way. Sorry to keep you waiting.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What?
My, you don't even have the energy to be mad, huh?
News!
Well, I have good news for you guys. You've all lost your drive ever since you guys got here, right? You have the drive of an old man in his 50s. In order for you guys to get your energy back, I'm providing a special service with all my heart. So, everyone please gather at Grape Tower tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
7 in the morning. There's no alarm clock in this room. How do you expect us to wake up?
That's your responsibility, so you figure it out. By the way, being late is strictly prohibited.
Bye-bye.
Okay then, goodbye.
Service with all your heart, huh?
It just reminds me of just Squidward. Oh, please, I have no soul. And then just in the background.
So used. My stomach feels so empty, I can't stop thinking about food.
The service that he's providing is just us watching him eat from a giant buffet.
Oh my god.
Just to spite
Honest
us.
to God, I was half expecting that. I know Monokuma, there's no way he'll provide that for us. Damn it.
But I will say there is a nice all-you-can-kill buffet.
No. I pulled up the thin covers of my futon, desperately trying to ignore my hunger pain.
Cannibalism? Anyone? Anyone? No?
What?
Just me? Aww.
What the hell does pangs mean?
Pangs? That's a perfectly normal word. Hunger pangs are like it's kind of like the waves of like hunger. Like if you're really hungry, you can kind of start to tune out the hunger after a period of time, but every so often it'll sometimes kind of like come back to you in like a big wave and it just hurts. Those are hunger pangs. Like when you get hungry enough, it starts like physically hurting you.
Okay.
So, I've had it happen to me before. It is not pleasant.
Went to sleep.
More Morse code?
So,
Oh, nope. Today, I interviewed random strangers on the street and asked them, what do you hate about Monokuma? Here are the results. He has a foul mouth, a terrible personality, and he's a rude pig. But he's still popular despite all that. He's a lazy ass who doesn't work hard at all, and yet he's more skilled and better than people who do. Not only did God give him both hands, God gave him everything. He always talks crap about others, but nobody really talks crap about him. That he's willing to die to protect the woman he loves. You hate? That he can't live without me. He's usually cold towards me, but he takes good care of me when I'm sick. He always slaps me around when he drinks, but afterward he always cries when he gently hugs me. I hate that his job changes every time he gets a new job. He's extremely responsive when other people say things like drinks, group dates, and promotions. I hate that my daughter suddenly got curvier after she enrolled in middle... what? Those were the results.
this is troubling.
Oh, I'm so loved. I don't think I'll belong to one person for a while.
Starting to feel a strange chill.
Me too, Hajime. Me too.
That obviously must be from hunger. What time is it now?
That's a good question.
10:02 p.m.
We're 3 hour three. We're either very early or very late.
I started much slower than usual. 6. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
A miracle. As I recall, it's bad if we don't gather at Grape Tower at 7 a.m. I don't expect much from Monokuma, but I guess I should go for now. Maybe we should knock on other people's doors also?
Smart idea. Nope, we ain't
not.
doing it. Screw being considerate.
Doop, 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 doop. Tane, what are you doing here?
Well, I've been thinking about this statue.
Based on my gut feeling,
It's not alive or anything, but it has a strong aura. I can't think of it as a regular human aura.
Aura.
Aura! I mean, like Sakura of all things, probably she would have a stand. This thing might be the most powerful creature on the planet. Heck, Sakura could be a stand.
I'm starting to get pumped up.
Yes, that sure gets me going.
Shoryuken!
Shoryuken!
This is a person? The nameplate says ogre, so isn't this a statue of an oh Jesus.
All right.
Ogre or whatever, it's fine as long as it's strong.
Yo.
Oh, looks like it's almost time. I'll head over to Grape Tower first.
Think about fighting the strongest creature on the island?
Looks like a Mario 64 model. Like, all the different limbs are, like, just separate, like, chunks of polygons.
Good morning, Chiaki. Are you going to Grape Tower?
Oh, I got kind of dizzy for a second there. The background was scrolling up, so I thought the room was spinning. Ugh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, she walked by me without even replying. Hey, Chiaki. Oh, I was sleeping. You're sleeping? Isn't it dangerous to sleepwalk?
Well, I mean, I already fell down the stairs, so I think I'm good now. We're on the bottom floor. I'm sorry, that's kind of messed up.
Jesus Christ, dude. Fall asleep while I'm asking that.
Good morning.
Be fine, I think. You don't look fine at all. Want to go to Grape Tower together? Well, fine, I think. Is she really okay?
There's no one in here. Suddenly there is.
Everyone who gathered here had pale faces.
Ah.
And I'm tired. I'm seriously so tired. Stop complaining, you're bringing me down.
I mean...
I'm exhausted. Not only can we not eat food, but we're being forced to come here early in the morning. This isn't just about you. We're all getting screwed here. We're getting screwed the most. Obviously, we're more tired than everyone else. I mean, we had to take the contact elevator to get here from Strawberry. Oh, shit.
You had time to sleep on that elevator there, buddy.
So we had to walk all the way from Strawberry Hall to the elevator and then walk all the way over here. The longer you walk, the more calories you burn. So obviously we're more tired. Oh, fuck off.
Stop whining!
Hey.
Thank you. Oh, Jesus. You're fine. You don't have to worry about getting hungry since you're a robot.
I'm in a similar situation. I left my charger inside my cottage.
What's this?
Man, you guys are already starting to brag about how unhealthy you are.
Damn it.
Got a lot of nerve coming here. Now that we all have gathered here so early in the morning, what do you intend to make us do this time?
No.
I just want everyone to be healthy again.
Healthy?
Hey.
You're losing your drive because you're burning rubber down on the unhealthy highway, right? I'm offering this service so that you can all feel healthy again. So, from this day forward, I'd like you to make Monokuma Tai Chi part of your daily routine every morning.
Monokuma Tai Chi?
All right, start the music.
Make optimal use of Earth's gravity and release yourself from the tension of your conscious self.
See. Two.
Control your breathing, slowly and softly. Move as if you're drawing a circle.
Two. Yeah.
Naturally,
Puss.
just as
Bro.
you are. Your body and mind.
just obliterates Mono. Just boom. Boots.
This is clearly affecting my hunger. Why exactly do we have to do this?
Hey, over there! Don't dawdle!
Phew!
Phew! We sure worked up a good sweat. Staying healthy is definitely super important.
You...
Oh, fuck off. We did a bunch of pointless exercise thanks to you. Now we're hungrier than ever.
I can't move.
You guys...
The road to good health is not an easy one. It might be painful, but we'll do this again tomorrow.
No.
Sorry,
I refuse.
my cat is very interested in my Monokuma voice. Hi, baby. He's so weird. I'm sorry, we have a little kitten that we just got, and he is absolutely fascinated by my Monokuma voice. Hi. How you doing, little guy? He was just sitting by my door, apparently just confused as to the strange noises I was making. Oh, I'm sorry, little baby bear. Aw. Anyway. Unless something big happens, I won't allow any tardies or absences. Make sure you remember that.
That is...
You intend to keep making us do this?
You're darn right I do, Toots.
Damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, I don't think I'm gonna last till tomorrow.
Damn it.
Enough already. How much longer is this gonna last?
This is troubling.
Didn't he say until the killing starts?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It seems the plausibility of those words is finally starting to affect us. If this persists any longer, it wouldn't surprise me if something really did happen.
Damn it.
I'm gonna die in a place like this? If I'm gonna die in a place like this, I might as well... What are you saying? Calm down!
Shut up! Shut up!
I can't fucking calm down!
Damn it.
There's no food, there's no way to escape. This goes on, everyone's gonna starve to death.
Hey!
Wait, are you telling us you just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other.
Huh?
Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Huh?
I got it, you're just saying that because you're the traitor. What? You're trying to make us all weak so you can kill us all. What are you saying?
Hey!
That's not. You've been secretly getting food from your future Foundation buddies, haven't you? I swear you better... Stop! Hold it!
Hold it!
So,
Make it seem it's just gonna make us hungrier, so let's just calm down for now.
Take that! She just whaps us back on the head. Bam!
Jesus.
You're right. Even if you guys fight, our situation isn't going to change.
It appears you cannot escape.
Wait to die from impending starvation, or wait for someone else to kill someone before that happens. At any rate, it's a rather difficult situation. Which is the true hope. I'll just follow what everyone else decides. If you're going to choose, you should hurry. The longer we keep waiting, the closer we get to death.
Conversation ended there. Alright, Nagato, you kill somebody. That way, that way
we
you're
can
gonna
kill
die.
I think he wanted to help, but I don't know if he necessarily said he wanted to directly kill somebody.
It seems nobody had the energy, so we silently left Great Tower.
Indirectly, for certain, he's totally cool with that, but also, well, at least he says he's okay with that. Who knows what's going on inside that absolutely insane brain of his.
How long? Oh, okay.
About an hour, just under an hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Wow, that feels a little longer.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just standing, but I feel dizzy. My sense of balance is off. It's like I'm in a rocking boat or something. That doesn't mean I should just stay put. Excuse me. If I just leave this matter alone, something bad might happen. It's not like I'm worried, but I should go to see how everyone's doing. I mean, yeah, you are worried.
All right.
Free time yet again.
Oh, the music.
Jesus, that is not helping.
No. All right. Do we want to keep going or do we want to call it here?
Do a couple more free times, then call it.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
That's a little ominous. Just.
It's a fucking Michael Myers. Jesus Christ.
It reminds me more. He's a robot. I think. I can't help but think of. There's that, but there's also the. There's a scene from the Persona 3 movie, where this dude, he's like super Shinjiro. He's like a super like tough, like kind of not a gangster, but kind of a thug. But he's also like really good at cooking, and he makes homemade dog food for the pet dog in the dormitory. And then he turns around, and then this other character, who's also a robot, is just staring at him, and it just starts playing the battle theme, which starts out just like baby, 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 yeah.
Oh my god! In this actual video, when we just turn around, and as soon as we see him, can you edit in like the Halloween jump scare music?
Yeah, just
it's like 2 seconds long. We shouldn't get a copyright strike.
Yeah, well, even I don't actually like, or I could just do like the. Remember all the way back in Danganronpa 1?
I remember that one.
Do you remember we turned and suddenly Sayaka was just right there? Like you just walk, you turn the screen, and suddenly boom! Ah, Sayaka.
Oh
I'm gonna do that. That's what I'll
yeah,
do.
that's better.
All right. So let's see.
Jason.
Just like jing. Whoa.
Hey, just for that, we are not hanging out with you.
Yeah, he's just standing there menacingly. Chiaki, you can't hang out with her. Sonia, Akane, Fuyuhiko.
But Kazuichi hates us, so.
Yeah, probably don't want to hang out with him. I vote for Gundam.
You want to do Gundam again? All right.
Yeah.
What the hell is this room?
This is the room we woke up in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You fiend.
What happened? Did you come to watch over me?
I shall engulf this world.
Before Sandy's clairvoyance, your thoughts are so transparent they're practically nude.
What should I do?
That's a good question. Whatever happens can no longer be stopped. Though I do not know if everyone's gentle deaths will come first, or one person's angry death.
I received a lecture from Gundam today regarding the ecology of animals.
Oh, we're out of sunflower seeds. Oh no!
Oh, what else?
And Gundam Tanaka. Gundam Tanaka. Let's see. I also don't know if I mentioned this before, but they actually changed the spelling of his name from Gundam, Gundam, they added an H to it because they were actually sued by the people that make the Gundam anime, who are like notoriously like awful with trademarks. So because Gundam is spelled that way is a trademark. So it's perfectly acceptable in Japan to do that, but in America and in a lot of other countries, that's generally not allowed. Okay, so he has 18, which is sunflower seeds, 31, 56, and 108. 31, 56, 108. Yeah, earring of crushed evil. Let's see, what's 108? actually, what was the third one? 56. Oh, we don't have that one. Alright, well, that's fine. We have a ton of these here.
You fiend.
Hold it. If you come any closer.
I know. I won't get close to you.
This, too, must be the will of
It appears
causality.
you finally noticed. The blood that flows within me bears a fearsome curse.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
How pitiful.
Ever since I was young, this body of mine was exposed to so many poisons that it became poisonous itself. If a mere human like you ever touched me, you will immediately decompose and wither away. Thus, I've been trying to make sure you don't get too close to me.
And you've been thinking of me?
That's an Ollie Murs song, and it's quite good. Anyway, don't get ahead of yourself.
I just wish to merely kill you.
Yes. I wish to kill you directly rather than indirectly. I mean, what? Even if you're... Anyway.
We're hungry.
Sorry. Even if you're just a foolish human, I'm not so cruel as to yearn for a meaningless death.
Can I assume that he's blushing?
No, that's a different sprite.
But he says his blood is poison. What would the oh my god. What would be the advantage of that?
Nothing. That's what I've been telling you. There's no point. It sucks. It's a curse. What part of curse do you not understand? This isn't like a curse in Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door where they say it's a curse, but it's actually good for you. Although that game is quite fun.
Science.
It's not an issue.
That's a new one.
Huh?
How's the new one? Didn't that just come out?
No idea. I haven't not. You know, well, okay. One, I'm trying to save my money.
Oh yeah.
So because I've already spent a lot of stuff on other games lately. I also bought I also managed to snag myself a copy of the physical version of the Final Fantasy VII Remake soundtrack. Because apparently the digital edition, like the digital version you could buy on like Amazon, is apparently like kind of crap.
No.
But the CD version is obviously going to be like full CD quality. It's a Japan import. So it's actually shipping tomorrow.
I bet there's going to be a vinyl of it too later on.
Oh, yeah, you know for sure it is. And the great thing is the price for the physical edition is $77.77. because of course
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, of course it is. But yeah, from what I've heard, like literally just ripping the audio data from the game itself is higher quality than the MP3s that are on Amazon. I can't confirm that because obviously I don't have any way of ripping. I don't actually own the game yet. I'm planning on buying it, but like right now I gotta finish Final Fantasy 15 first. Because I already started on that.
I still have 4 to finish and 15 to finish.
Yeah. Well, I actually because the thing is I don't have enough space on my PS4 to have both of them installed, so I would rather like finish and then uninstall the game that I'm done with. But also like I only just started, so I have like another year to go.
True.
Anyway, it's not an issue of gains and losses. I became like this because I had to. I have to be like this, even if I don't want to be. I've been putting poison in my body ever since I was young.
Sounds somewhat plausible. Could it be...
Joy poison? You're getting ready to poison someone. Your mom's an awful cook.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Is your mother's cooking bad?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Crap, I was only joking. It sounds like it was exactly it.
Impossible!
You wouldn't understand how much pain I had to endure. Plus, that woman would cry if I didn't finish my plate. What choice did I have but to suffer in silence?
You can show her some Gordon Ramsay videos.
It's fucking raw!
Don't you feel better now that you've talked about it? I mean, you're actually a really kind guy.
That was close.
Anyway,
You know, aside from about to kill somebody, but you know.
you came up with that idea yourself. I said nothing of the sort.
Anyway, now that you understand, you shouldn't come any closer to me. Know that if you ever touch me, it would mean death for you.
Death for you. But that's really lonesome.
No death for you. Wait.
Hey, Gundam, can I ask you something?
If you have the fortitude to ask me that.
How's your own cooking?
It's not great, to be honest. I didn't have anyone good to learn from, as you can imagine.
You didn't even say anything yet. When you were in grad school, did you ever hold hands with any of the other kids?
Did you just
or
say
grade school? Yep.
Grad school. We're in high school right now. I went backwards.
I was not thinking. I just didn't see the E there. All right. Jesus Christ.
It's all right. It's obvious now, but at the time, I was faking my condition. By moving next to the teacher who served me, I was able to avoid questions and survive without any problems.
Did you ever have to do a folk dance?
I'm guessing that's like a Japanese school tradition or something.
Impossible!
You don't understand. That is a ceremony for summoning evil deities. Fortunately, the school...
So you would love it.
Yes. Fortunately. Yeah, kinda, actually. The school... Well, I mean, he didn't say he was against it. He was just like, I wouldn't do that in grade school. Fortunately, the school nurse was in the same tribe as me, so I was able to leave without getting involved.
I see. Might have been bad of me to point out something so unnecessary. I don't know what to say to him anymore. So then what kind of people are okay with getting close to you?
Anyone whose power matches my own, or... No. There's no way such a being exists. You should just forget about that. For your sake.
Words Gundam walked away. He seemed very lonely. What was he going to say? If he just told me, maybe I could have done something about it. If I had, maybe he wouldn't have shouted nonsense to me. After seeing Gundam walk away, I returned to my room.
Alright, one more.
Is there one more?
There is one more.
Alright,
We
Akane,
had the first one. We had the first one, so there has to be at least one more. Usually.
Still be time for me to move around more freely. Akane, you're next, because you're right here.
No.
I mean, Akane's alright, but, like, I don't know, I just... Actually, hang on, let's check our... Oh, yes, we have to do Gundam.
Okay,
We're about to max him out. Yes.
Jesus Christ, I thought we had like 6 more.
So did I, honestly, but...
It's way easier to max someone out in this one than the last game.
I think we might have just been doing it wrong, or so, I don't know. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I think he was blocked by the sunflower.
You fiend.
What is your business, human? I'm in the middle of containing the god of evil sealed inside me. The world will end if this being is released, along with all the various multiverses. Yeah, don't care. Hang out with me. If you insist upon staying here, I'll have to use your life energy for this seal.
Fine.
I just wanted to swing on the swings, bro.
Oh,
I didn't ask you anything. Get the hell out of here.
In that case, I shall join you as soon as I am finished performing this ritual.
Oh no.
Yeah, how did you know that swinging on the swings was part of the demon sealing ritual? Of course.
It's the only fun thing to do here.
But only if you leave room for my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction to also slide down the slide at the same time.
They're over there. I'm over here. I will not be in the way.
Sounds good. Of course, if you're not careful, you will die. If you're still fine with that, do whatever you want.
Spent time with Gundam today. You seem quiet, somewhat sluggish. Kill.
Definitely.
Hajime, you fiend. You were rather nice.
Be happy!
As long as this treasure is within my grasp, I will never forget this day.
Clip.
What?
What was that voice clip? Be happy!
Be happy!
He doesn't seem like his usual self.
Why do you keep following me?
James insists.
Listen, I understand why. I just want to hear it for myself. In truth, there's no way I'd ever associate with someone like you.
Impossible!
But still, why do you continue to hound me? Does this mean my absolute mental defenses are wearing off?
I don't know what to think this is, but we're friends who are working together to escape.
What? Ah!
What the? He seized up all of a sudden.
I won't let you!
Settle down, my wicked arm.
Oh no, he's got the
Are
Ninja
you-
Gaiden 3 curse.
Are you a Kotodama user? That's Truth Bullet, by the way. Do you wish to manipulate me with false words and cheap tricks, don't you? Or rather, it's more like the power, like words with power is kind of what it means. But that's also how they translate Truth Bullet in Danganronpa, is Kotodama.
I'm not trying to manipulate you at all. In fact, you're the one who said I'm just a mere human with no special abilities whatsoever.
You wouldn't understand. I'm in isolation for a reason. There will never be a day when you understand why I became who I am.
I'll destroy you!
I'm the offspring of an angel and a devil, a cursed being shunned and rejected by everything in this world. Once I lose the only thing I love, I'm destined to spend my last days being devoured alive by demon beasts.
Oh, for
My
God's
name
sakes.
is Gundam Tanaka!
Truly, I am mankind's natural foe, evil incarnate, a walking cataclysm, a shapeless insanity, Gundam Tanaka!
Like his normal self, but there's definitely something different about him. Might be a kernel of truth hidden in the words he just spoke. It's true, I don't know anything about what drove you to this point. But I definitely believe that you're my friend. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't be able to go on. That's it. That's the only reason. As long as you're my friend, I have no desire to take anything away from you and try to force you to change.
This, too, must be the will of
It
causality.
seems that I completely misread you. I never expected a human like you to contain a singularity.
Have I been prompted from a mere human?
Promoted?
Promoted from a mere human?
You asked me
Prompted.
the other day, what sort of existence... You have Final Fantasy 15 on the brain. You've been prompted. You asked me the other day what sort of existence would be capable of touching me.
So you have appeared.
The answer to that is the singularity. A being who can make the impossible possible by overcoming various limitations.
Huh? Am I really that amazing?
You fiend.
Don't get ahead of yourself. A simple creature like you does not have that much power.
I have not unleashed even half of my power yet.
However, I can lend you my powers, as long as you yearn for them.
Nah, you see, Shaggy already asked me if I wanted some of his powers, so... I think I'm alright.
What?
What? For you to say that so easily.
Fine.
Well, who cares? Lend me your hand.
Stuck on my hand like you told me to, and after some hesitation, Gundam slowly gripped my hand. I felt the sudden urge to murder somebody.
Whoa.
His hand felt like a normal person's hand, and I definitely didn't wither away and die.
With this, the contract is complete. I will not allow you to die without my permission.
I really want to say that to him too, but he'll definitely yell at me if I do. Instead, I gripped Gundam's hand so tightly that it started hurting.
Yeah.
Ow! 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 Somehow it became a battle of endurance, but I felt a strong bond between Gundam and me. Which reminds me, it's been a long time since I felt so happy being acknowledged by somebody.
Overlord's vassal. Achievement unlocked. Yes, Infinity Unlimited Flame. Excellent.
And that's his underwear.
Cool. Could have spent all day teaching me how to use that ability, but by the time I returned to my room, I was exhausted.
Now, before we call it,
oh no.
No, you don't understand. Gundam's favorite invisible underwear. You can't tell if it's really there or not. Apparently, humans with low astral vision cannot see it. He gave you his underwear. He gave you nothing. Thus implying that potentially Gundam doesn't wear underwear.
Alright. I totally needed to know that.
It's very important. It's extremely important. Trust me. It's like... Alright, it's not that important, but I just find it hilarious. Alright, and do we want to call it there?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Alright, and with that, we will talk to you guys next time. Later.
Gave you nothing.
Exactly. He's like, here's my underwear, and then just nothing. So, anyway, I just find that really hilarious.
The drink your Ovaltine bit was so good.
Drink your Kumatine. That was well played. Honestly, that was really good. And oh right, we should actually I meant to check what Infinity Unlimited Flame does. Actually, report card Gundam. Oop, that's not it. Increases the power of the silencer. Cannot be combined with cheat code. Oh, interesting. So cheat code makes it so that if we accidentally hit a real statement with the silencer, we don't take damage, or rather, we don't lose time. So this increases the power of the silencer, meaning, you know, things that take multiple hits, this probably just clears them all instantly.
Ah.
So it's kind of a trade-off, actually. All right. And end recording.